Take 1. Climate change has the potential to contribute to social unrest and exacerbate existing societal tensions in several ways. Resource scarcity. Climate change can lead to disruptions in food and water availability, particularly in regions already experiencing water stress or relying on agriculture. Scarce resources can amplify competition and conflict over essential goods, potentially leading to social unrest, migration, and displacement. Extreme weather events. Increasing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events, like hurricanes, floods, and droughts, can devastate communities, causing loss of lives, homes, and livelihoods. Recovery efforts may strain social and governmental resources, leading to frustration and unrest. Displacement and migration. Rising sea levels and extreme weather can force populations to relocate, both internally and across borders. Mass migration due to climate-related factors can strain host communities, infrastructure, and resources, leading to social tensions and conflict. Economic impacts. Climate change can disrupt economic sectors reliant on natural resources, such as agriculture, fisheries, and tourism. Economic downturns can lead to job losses, poverty, and inequalities, which may contribute to social unrest and dissatisfaction. Health impacts. Climate change can exacerbate health issues, such as heat-related illnesses, infectious diseases, and mental health challenges. Poor health outcomes can strain healthcare systems and impact overall well-being, contributing to social discontent. Political and governance challenges. Climate change poses governance challenges related to adaptation, mitigation, and international cooperation. Inadequate responses or failures to address climate impacts can erode public trust in institutions and governance systems, leading to political instability. Intersecting social issues. Climate change intersects with other social issues, such as inequality, poverty, and racial injustice. Vulnerable populations, including marginalized communities, may bear disproportionate impacts, further exacerbating social inequalities and potentially leading to unrest. Addressing climate change requires holistic approaches that consider social, economic, and environmental factors. Investing in adaptation measures, building resilient communities, promoting equitable policies, and fostering international cooperation are essential steps to mitigate potential social unrest associated with climate change. Proactive efforts to address climate impacts can help create more stable, just, and sustainable societies in the face of global environmental challenges. Take 2. Climate change has the potential to cause social unrest due to its wide-ranging impacts on communities and societies. Here are several ways in which climate change can contribute to social unrest. Resource scarcity. Climate change can lead to the depletion of natural resources such as water and arable land, particularly in regions already facing environmental stress. Competition over dwindling resources can exacerbate tensions and conflicts within and between communities. Displacement and migration. Rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and environmental degradation can force communities to relocate, leading to internal displacement and cross-border migration. Displacement often strains host communities and can spark social tensions and conflicts over resources, land, and jobs. Food insecurity. Changes in temperature and precipitation patterns can disrupt agricultural productivity, leading to crop failures and food shortages. Food insecurity can exacerbate poverty, malnutrition, and social inequalities, potentially fueling civil unrest and protests against government policies. Economic disruption. Climate-related disasters such as hurricanes, floods, and droughts can cause widespread damage to infrastructure, businesses, and livelihoods. Economic losses and disruptions to supply chains can lead to job losses, income inequality, and social discontent, particularly in vulnerable communities. Health impacts. Climate change can increase the spread of vector-borne diseases, exacerbate air pollution, and worsen heat-related illnesses. Poor health outcomes can strain healthcare systems and lead to social unrest if communities perceive inadequate government responses to public health crises. Political instability. Climate change can amplify existing social, political, and economic vulnerabilities, increasing the risk of political instability and conflict. In regions with weak governance structures, corruption, and social inequality, climate-related stresses can exacerbate grievances and contribute to social unrest. Social inequality, vulnerable populations, including low-income communities, indigenous peoples, and marginalized groups, often bear the brunt of climate change impacts due to unequal access to resources and decision-making processes. Social inequalities can widen as climate change exacerbates existing disparities, leading to social unrest and protests for justice and equity. Overall, while climate change itself may not directly cause social unrest, its impacts can exacerbate underlying social, economic, and political tensions, increasing the likelihood of social unrest and conflict in affected regions. Addressing climate change requires holistic and equitable approaches that prioritize the needs of vulnerable communities and promote resilience, adaptation, and social cohesion.